Bills Mafia, what's going on, Bills Mafia? Listen, guys, there's been pretty much a change in the way I'll do things. What I'll do things is, the way I'll do things moving forward, I'll make these videos looking to do 15-minute max. Sometimes it gets hard because I get ahead of myself and I just start talking. But I'll look to do these videos about 15 minutes max because I want to be respectful of you guys' times. Again, nobody wants to sit up here and listen to me talk for 20, 30, 45 minutes at a time. So I'll get right into things, and like I said, you guys can pop me in your cars, you're going to work, and listen to me that way. But again, I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time, but I want to continue doing what I'm doing. You understand? I love what I'm doing. I love talking Bills. I love the feedback that I'm getting from you guys. I love the audience, the way it's growing, the community, the way it's growing. Continue to help us grow, man. Continue to help us grow. Spread the word. Let them know, listen, there's this dude that's from the Bronx. He's crazy about them Buffalo Bills, man. Just like we are. And all he does is talk Bills. That's all he wants to know about. That's what he talks about. And just help us grow, guys. So again, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Follow us on Instagram if you're not currently following us. And again, thank you guys continuously again for your support. So with that being said, like I told you, I'm going to be respectful for your time. So I'm going to just hop right into things and pretty much point out some pointers. We're not going to talk too much about the defense at all because, again, I think the defense is pretty much holding their own, dude. I think they're holding their own for a team that's playing at a disadvantage, for a team that's playing with 3 key starters missing. Yesterday, at one point, there were a total of 6 starters out, including the guys we currently got out. Missing 6 guys, man. And this team is still finding, as far as the defense goes, they still finding a way to hold on. They still finding a way to keep us in the game. I think our problem is on the offense, so we just pretty much going to jump into that and go there, man. First and foremost, as we talked about injuries, we got Benford out. We got Benford who's nursing the hamstring. We got Hyde who had a stinger. That stinger's a little scary. Hopefully, it does not elevate to anything else because, as you guys know, Micah Hyde missed last year with a neck injury. So pretty much, hopefully, that stinger is what it is and it's nothing more. You know, hopefully he don't have to miss no time or anything like that, right? So that's that. As we know, Bernard, our dude, last thing we need for anything to happen to him, he went out yesterday with a head injury. Currently, right now, he's in the concussion protocol. We see how it goes throughout the week. Hopefully, he doesn't have to miss too much time, and he can get back on the playing field and he'll be okay, man. Again, man, like I told you guys, we ain't gonna talk too much about the defense, and I ain't gonna kill too much of your guys' time. But I will say this. The Buffalo Bills right now, like the defense, kudos to you guys keeping us in the game. But the Buffalo Bills offense right now is currently a shit show. Bottom line, no other way to put it. We are currently a shit show. That's just the bottom line. As we stand right now, we have a 47% chance of making the playoffs. Number 1 in the division, you got Miami Dolphins, followed by New York Jets. And then you got us on the outside looking in for the first time in a long, long time. Right? What's even more disturbing though, we currently 2-4 in the conference and we 1-2 in the division. That shit is horrible. Listen, if you guys know anything about me, a little bit of videos that I've put out and a little bit of Instagram posts that I have put out, if anything I tell you guys is that pretty much I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, and I'm one of the most positive dudes you're gonna come across. But I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. Neither am I gonna sit up there and tell you guys what you may want to hear. Because again, that's horrible. You cannot be 2-4 in the conference and 1-2 in the division. And those numbers reflect exactly what we are on the outside looking in when it's time to go to the playoffs. So listen, we gotta get our shit together. That's just the bottom line. And like I told you guys, yesterday's game was just as bad as they come. You know, we should have did a lot more. We started off hot, but somewhere throughout the game, Dorsey found a way, man, to cool us down. He found a way to cool us down. But on a brighter note, here's a little uplifting stuff, right? 2 years ago, the 13-second season, in which we were 1 game away from going to the Super Bowl, at some point in that season, we were 7-6. And again, we was 13 seconds away. Can't even say a game, can't even say a half, can't even say a quarter. We was 13 seconds away from going to the Super Bowl. So the bright news story and the good news story is that it can get done. We just got to work a little bit harder now. And I'm comfortable with that. And the reason I'm comfortable with that is because, and you should be comfortable with it as well, because the expectancy level isn't what it's been in the last season or two. And as you guys know, us being Super Bowl favorites, us being all this hoopla that they got, all this great talk that they got about us, for some reason, it don't do good with us. We play better as the underdogs, and we just play better ball that way, man. So again, I'm okay with us being in the situation we're in. Again, we just gotta play ball. Bottom line is this, man. The season ain't over. It's halfway through the season, and we know we was gonna have to play the whole damn year anyway. So again, it don't matter what our record is right now. The goal is to win games. So again, what matter? We could have won all our games to this point, but if we end up losing later on down the road, it's the same shit, man. Listen, I told you guys before, I'd much rather struggle early or mid-season than struggle later on, because I'm a firm believer that things are gonna be all right. And again, I'm one of the most positive guys you'll find. But again, I'm not gonna sell you bullshit. And if you guys disagree with me, again, feel free to let me know. And I'm more than open to hearing out what you got to say. But again, I'm a firm believer in things are going to be all right. Because I feel that this team is too good. Too good. And it has too many strong personalities. And it has too many good... They just too good to fold the way they do. And if they do, I'll be shocked, man. I'll be completely shocked. But again, I believe that this team is way too good to let shit happen the way it looked like it's going to happen, right? Bills' first drive, they threw the ball over the field, scored a touchdown. As a Bills fan, we was down 7 points. Bengals got the ball. Bengals got the ball first. They scored, right? They won the coin toss. They got the ball first. They scored. We get the ball. We marched down that field looking excellent. Didn't run the ball not once. Scored a touchdown. After that, what the hell happens? We don't score a touchdown for the next 7 possessions. Why? Explain it to me and make it make sense while you're explaining it to me. Please do so. Please. Because again, at the end of the day, I don't understand why we went away from something that was working. If we seen that we was able to march down the field and we was able to score pretty much at ease, and I'm going to tell you something else. The one penalty I will discuss, I'm not going to talk penalties, nor am I going to discuss defense, because I think the defense is doing a wonderful job. They holding up with what they got, and they playing at a disadvantage. And I'm not going to talk penalties because, again, I get it. It was bullshit. We got robbed in a lot of penalties. It was a lot of bullshit penalties. But the one penalty that I will discuss is the one where Josh Allen got caught for taunting. And I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Do I think it's a bullshit penalty? Absolutely. I seen Tyreek Hill 2 years ago give us the peace sign and ain't shit get called. People went ballistic. People went crazy. Congratulations, you won the game. Excellent, right? That was a big freaking deal. They even talked about it on SportsCenter. They even talked about it on the news on how look how he scored the touchdown and he took the time out to show the peace sign and this, that, and the third. They went as far as doing all that, but no one talked about anything about a penalty. So taunting my boy for what he did, I get it. You want to taunt him for that? No problem. We eat that. We hold that. Not a problem, right? But I'm going to tell you something right now, and you may disagree with me. I'm okay with that penalty. And the reason I'm okay with that penalty, because I know my boy. Josh Allen plays his best when he's fired up. He needs to be fired up. Again, so I'm okay with Josh Allen getting that penalty. You know why? Because it shows me that he cares, damn it, and he wants to fucking win. So I'm okay with that. So I'll take those 15 yards anytime. Just don't do it twice in the game because I don't need you getting kicked out the game, champ. Don't do it twice in the game. But again, if you need to be fired up, if you need to march down the field again and throw the ball over the field and not run the ball once and you get a 15-yard penalty because you fired up, then I'll take that. Because that's what I need from my quarterback. Because I know what my quarterback offers. Now, here's the problem I got though, Dorsey. The problem I have is that How you march down the field and that's your result? You get that result. And I'm going to apologize because I see I'm running a little longer than expected, but I got to get it out, man, right? But I'll do better. Let's just say that, right? Now, how do you march down the field like that? Have a drive like that, so well put together. Everything's in rhythm. Everything's hitting. Everything's rocking. And then you come out the next drive or the next 7 drives and you're doing stupid shit. I got a friend of mine who pretty much I'm teaching the sport to, right? And I'm gonna say teaching because the individual knows the sport. It's just a matter of teaching them scenarios, just game scenarios. And that person is even smart enough to know, yo, why are they running the ball? Why are they running the ball when they have a rhythm and they hitting on all cylinders? Why are they running the ball? That to me is the equivalent of a basketball player, right? Josh Allen came out fired up. He did his thing. Again, threw the ball all over the field. Now, what you did, Dorsey, you found a way to turn his fire out. That, to me, is the equivalent of a basketball player. You put in the game, he's killing. He's sitting up there, and he has hit his last 6 shots in a row. 4 of them being 3-pointers. You blow the whistle, you pull him out the game, and you say, listen, I need you to sit down, I need you to rest for a little bit. Why? Why do you need him to rest for a little bit? He just hit his last 6 shots, 4 of them being 3-pointers, and you pulling him out the game so he can rest? That is the equivalent to what Dorsey did. You can't do that. You can't do that, and you can't live by that, man. So again, Dorsey, I don't know what's going on, and I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon and just hammer you and just, oh, Dorsey got to go, this, that, and the third. Because breaking news, I'm going to tell you something right now. Again, like I told you, I'm not going to tell you necessarily what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you my opinion and what I believe in. Now, again, this ain't necessarily fact, so I want to put that disclaimer out there. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Dorsey ain't going nowhere. Dorsey ain't going nowhere, at least to the end of this year. So we're going to have to learn to live with him because the Bills, and realistically speaking, the Bills will be crazy to make some type of change right now in the season, mid-season, especially in the situation that they're in. Now, y'all may disagree with that. And again, don't get it twisted. I would love to see Dorsey go. I would love to see somebody do the play calling. But again, who's to say and who's to know what the outcome will be? It'll be much easier for someone to sit up there and have a conversation with Dorsey and tell him, homeboy, listen here, champ, this is how this is going to go from this point on, as opposed to trying to sit up there and plug somebody else in. Dorsey ain't going nowhere right now. So let's not even talk about that no more. Let's just talk about how we can improve our team. The same way I got on here today, and I told you guys, listen, we ain't gonna talk about no damn penalties, and we ain't gonna talk about the defense. Again, you know why? Because those are 2 things that we literally can't do nothing about. The defense is playing well, so if it ain't broke, don't touch. And again, they playing good on a handicap defense. They playing on one leg, and they finding a way to do it. They keeping us in the game. Again, they are keeping us in the game. We can't score 18 points on offense and expect to win a game. The Cincinnati Bengals are Super Bowl contenders. We held them to 24 points on a crippled defense. So again, I get it. They cracked it. This ain't about the defense. And again, this ain't about penalties. Because we got to fix what we can fix. Them refs, they washed up. They washed up. We can't do nothing about that. But what we could do is we could fix what we got to fix on our end. Right? So back to homeboy Dorsey. He was given a job with no experience as a head coach, as an offensive coordinator with no experience. And not only was he given a job with no experience as an offensive coordinator, but he was given a team that was set to be in a Super Bowl window. They were in a Super Bowl window. So, champ, what are you doing? What are you doing? And again, I want to point out this right now. Like I told you guys before, he ain't going nowhere. Not during this season. If they're going to make any changes, it's going to be during the offseason. But he is here for the rest of the season. You seen it last year with Leslie Frazier on the defense. They let him ride out until it was season over. Finito, get out of here. Now we're going to do this. But again, so Dorsey, he's not going nowhere. Given a team in a Super Bowl window with an aging Stephon Diggs who will be 30th on November 29th, which he happens to share one of the birthdays of, he happened to share the birthday of one of my kids, right? But he'll be 30 years old on November 29th. Now, what are we doing? What are we doing? Because again, you're blowing it, champ. You're blowing it. You're blowing it. Now, let's talk about this. Now that we done talked about Stephon Diggs turning 30 years old on November 29th. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about your man, Gabriel Davis. I said it. If you guys go back 2-3 videos, I said, before the trade deadline, I said homeboy should be traded. Why should he be traded? Because again, he's a one-trick pony. He's a one-trick pony. You're the number 2 receiver, meaning you're supposed to be open most of the time. You're supposed to be open most of the time. You create no separation, homeboy. None whatsoever. How is that so? And again, I'm going to tell you why I said we should trade him. You know why? Because he's right now currently our number 2 wide receiver. Can't get open, can't create separation. Aside from that, Gabriel Davis, I would love to look this number up. If any of you guys could look this number up, please, if you can get it before me, let me know. But I'm going to try to look this number up for you guys and have this number. It seems like most of Josh Allen's interceptions are taking place when he's throwing the ball to Gabriel Davis. Everything that goes wrong, even yesterday, the damn bullshit intentional grounding. Who was he throwing the ball to? Gabriel Davis. Now, why he thought Gabriel Davis was going to keep running? Gabriel Davis cut short and came back to the ball. Again, is there some type of miscommunication or something? But again, listen to me and look this up, man. Please look this up. And if you got a number, please let me know. Like I told you guys before, most of his interceptions are taking place when he's throwing the ball to damn Gabriel Davis. Dude, my man, you're a receiver. Once the ball's in the air and you realize you can no longer catch that ball and make a play on the ball, you are now a defender. You're a cornerback, my man. So if you can't catch it, they can't catch it. That's the bottom line. What the fuck are you doing? Now, let's get back to what we should have traded this dude. Again, he's in his contract year. We'd be stupid to sign this man. We'd be stupid. Let him go. You're going to pay him big dollar? And eventually, like I said, Stephon Diggs is 30 years old. Eventually, Stephon Diggs will be leaving. So eventually, he'll be taking over the number 1 role. And we're going to tie a bag of money into this dude. Yo, listen. That'll be the biggest mistake the Buffalo Bills have made in a very long time. And it'll be the biggest mistake Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott has done. Again, got to get rid of homeboy. Got to get rid of him. And what the sad part is, you know what? We can't get rid of him. That's the crazy thing. We can't get rid of him right now. Right? Again, just like Dorsey, we tied into him for the rest of the year. Right? At least. Now, the sad part is that out of all our wide receivers, he's the one on the field the most. Even he's on the field more snaps than Stephon Diggs because they use him for his blocking ability. So, again, man, Ken Dorsey, you got to find a way to get creative. Sean McDermott, you got to find a way to put this man in the room. And we got to find a way to do something, and pronto. There's never been a bigger sense of urgency in Buffalo. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm very optimistic. I think we're going to be all right. But again, I understand the importance and the sense of urgency in we need to get our shit together and pronto. Our schedule ain't getting no easier. Right now, we facing the meat of our schedule. Who do we got up? We got the Denver Broncos next week on Monday Night Football. We play them at home. That pretty much should be a win. But again, the way we playing, we don't know what to expect, right? Then we got the Jets at home. Tough game, division game at that. You best believe they're looking for a sweep. Because best believe they realize, yo, shit, we in the hunt. So if we can beat these boys twice, depending what happens down the regular season, shit, we can hold a tiebreaker over them because we don't swept them. That's not an easy game, right? Then we got Philly. In Philly. Then we go on a bye. And then we come out the bye and we see what comes out of that. Again, it ain't going to be easy, dude. It ain't going to be easy, guys and gals. But again, it can be done. And I'm going to tell you the way it could be done. The best way for the Buffalo Bills to get into the playoffs, the Buffalo Bills have to win the division. Bottom line. Because for as bad as things are right now, and for as horrible as we playing, and the Miami Dolphins are playing the best game they've played. They're playing the best football they've ever played in the last 2-3 years. Why? Because again, look where they at. Look where they currently stand at. The New York Jets, the same thing. So safe to say those two teams, the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets, even though they trailing, right? Or rather, even though they on top of the division and we on the outside looking in, they playing the best ball they've played in years. Maybe not the ball that they want to play, but the numbers say that they're playing the best ball that they've been playing in the last 3, 4, and for the New York Jets forever, right? So, again, despite all that, despite how good of a ball they playing in their world, and despite how bad we playing, believe it or not, the Buffalo Bills is just still half a game, not one game, half a game out of first place. Do you understand? I stand here right now before you on November 6th, telling you that the Buffalo Bills are half a game out of the playoffs. By next week, the Buffalo Bills could be on top of the division. But the Buffalo Bills got to take care of business. The Buffalo Bills got to take care of business. Because I'm going to tell you something. Both the Dolphins and the Jets got to play each other. They still got to play each other twice. Let them kill themselves. Go knock yourselves out. Right? They got to play each other. And the Miami Dolphins, their schedule gets very easy right now. But again, like I told you, they still got to visit the Jets, or they still got to play the Jets twice, right? And they end their season by playing the Ravens, the Cowboys. Aside from the Jets, they play the Ravens, the Cowboys, and the Buffalo Bills. So they ain't got an easy road either. Let me tell you guys something, man. For as upset as we are, and again, we only half a game out of first place, let me tell you guys something. Nobody in the AFC East should be resting easy. Nobody's comfortable right now. I don't give a damn what they say. I don't give a damn if you're a Miami Dolphin. I don't give a damn if you're a Buffalo Bill. I don't give a damn if you're a New York Jet. No matter who you are, whether you're a player, a manager, a coach, a general manager, or a damn fan, nobody's easy right now. Because if you got any sense, you understand and you know that this still could go any which way. So again, we got to take care of business, man. That's just the bottom line. No ifs, buts, or ands about it. We have to take care of business. That's it. And again, the best way to do it is we have to win our division. That's it. Let me tell you guys, like I told you guys before, I think the Buffalo Bills got it in them. I think the Buffalo Bills still will win this division. I think the Buffalo Bills still go to the playoffs. I think the Buffalo Bills needs to make some adjustments. And I think we'll do it. I just think Ken Dorsey, among other people, got to get their cage rattled. And they need to be told, listen, man, what are you doing? And moving forward, this is how we're going to move. Right now, if the Buffalo Bills was a stock, now is the time to buy. And guess what? I'm putting everything into the Buffalo Bills. Because I believe that the Buffalo Bills will be okay. Again, despite how upset we are, despite how bad we've been looking, we are still just half a game out of first place. And half a game in winning that division. Bills Mafia, I love you. I apologize for going over my time. Like I told you guys, I ain't going to eat too much of your day up. But I just want to get my point across. And hopefully you guys continue giving me feedback. Again, subscribe. Again, follow on IG. Listen, don't lose hope. You got this, man. This ain't about nothing. Like I told you guys before, it's an uncomfortable situation to be in. I get it. I understand. But we will be okay. We just need to make the necessary changes. Bills Mafia, I love you. Don't forget, drink your water, eat your veggies, and when it comes down to our Buffalo Bills, mind your business. Let's go Buffalo.